Welcome back to the We Have a Problem YouTube channel. I'm Eduardo,
And I'm Gerardo.
and today we are here to be talking about the two, there's three, but two that we watched, the big shows, Daredevil and Invincible. Daredevil Season 2, Episode 4, I believe, and then Invincible Season 4, Episode 5,
Yeah.
I believe it is. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 4 first. Just general thoughts, what did you think of the episode?
Man, let me tell you, I am so happy with this season because, like we mentioned before, last season, season 1 of Born Again, I liked it. It was good, but something was missing. Something was, I don't know, but this season, has kicked it up a gear, and I am very happy. Each episode keeps getting better and better, and episode 4 was the best episode of the season so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard people say that each episode gets better and better, and so far that's true. So I loved it. We got plenty of Bullseye, plenty of Daredevil.
This is Bullseye's episode right here.
Yeah.
We start out with Bullseye and then we end with Bullseye doing a pretty big thing at the end of the episode as well.
Yeah. So I'm very, very happy with this episode, very happy with the season. I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm loving it, man. I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it as well. This episode's title, I believe, is Gloves Off, and yeah, the gloves are completely off for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild. I already think we're back to Netflix style Daredevil stuff.
I see a lot of people saying that, and I can't fault them for saying that, but we're in season 2. Like technically, I mean, whether you want to call it is season 2. A lot of people call it season 5 if you count the first few seasons on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're at levels that Netflix was, but Netflix had 3 seasons in total.
Mm-hmm.
There's barely season 2. So to me, in my opinion, you can't really compare it because it's only 2 seasons. Netflix has 3 seasons. Now, if you want to compare season 2 of Netflix to season 2 of this, then you could do that. But that's just the way I am.
Yeah.
But I think it's confirmed, or this episode is the highest rated episode for any Disney Plus show in all Disney Plus. So that says a lot.
And I was telling you yesterday that even though we're only 4 episodes into this into the season of Daredevil Born Again, this is already the best season of television Marvel has put out since they started their whole shows. Things. The only thing I told you that could rival it is X-Men 97 season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But you said that you separate animated from.
Yeah, it's just the way I am.
But yeah,
I like animation, but when I separate animation and live action.
For me personally, just the fact that we're barely in episode 4 and we're like, I'm already in my mind having this conversation. I think by the end of the season, if it stays at this level, it's gonna be the best season of television Marvel has put out since they started their shows in 2020.
For sure, and Disney Plus, I think Disney Plus Marvel, for the most part, unfortunately, a lot of their shows aren't so great. I loved WandaVision.
Yeah.
I loved
Loki.
All of Loki. Yeah, I was gonna say most of Loki, but I loved all of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight, I loved parts of it. X-Men 97, I loved all of it. I didn't watch Miss Marvel or whatever. She-Hulk, we watched like 2-3 episodes.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion wasn't great. And I can't even remember some of the other ones.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That was mid. It had its moments.
Yeah.
But like I said, for the most part, not a great track record with the exceptions of a few shows. So having this every week, man, it's awesome. And I'm happy because when it was announced that Daredevil was going to be on Disney Plus, a part of me was worried. Especially after last season, where again I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, but I'm loving this season. So I'm very happy. And yeah, so I'm very excited to see what the rest of the season has. So if you want to talk about that opening scene,
yeah, we're just gonna go down.
Key moments.
Yeah, key moments of the episode. We're going to start from the top to the bottom of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
We start out with, like I said, this episode was pretty much Bullseye's episode.
Mm-hmm.
We start out with Bullseye, in his apartment, just training, making himself some eggs.
They gave him that serial killer morning routine montage, which was cool.
Yeah,
because he is like that. And I was telling you, I'm not a big comic book reader, but I've seen little things from the comics that Bullseye has done, and man, bro is a menace, bro. He is sick. So I'm curious to see how far they go in this live action, and so seeing that and seeing what he did in this episode, it's cool to see. And I'm just like I said, curious to see how far they take it in live action, because in the comics, I've seen that he does some horrendous stuff. So
And also throwing on a Billy Joel in the background.
hmm
That was a nice touch as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
I don't remember the song's name. Is it
yeah,
what, New York State of Mind, something like that?
something like that.
But yeah, that was a nice touch. And then yeah, he goes to this diner.
Calls in the ATF, whatever.
Yeah, Bullseye in a diner is as dangerous as Thanos is with the Infinity Gauntlet. Um, he gets in the diner. He orders a milkshake. He's like scouts the area, sees that he has a whole bunch of forks, knives, crabs, and
Crabs, yeah.
he calls
Lobsters.
in. Yeah, lobsters.
Lobsters.
He calls in the task force. Says that Frank Castle's there with a gun, and just does it for the love of the game. He calls him in
for no reason. Like there's no reason. Bro just went on a random Tuesday, I guess, wanted to kill some agents.
Yeah, he calls him in. The first one he kills with a toothpick. And then, yeah, just like I said, he scouted out the area. He had a whole bunch of forks, knives, and just absolutely destroyed
Killed them all.
Yeah, destroyed the task force agents. Yeah, very, very cool sequence. Yeah. Probably the best Bullseye sequence that we have gotten in all of Daredevil.
I mean,
including season 3.
One of the best, but not the best, because you can't forget stuff he did in season 3.
The season 3 stuff, when we first see him wear the Daredevil suit.
I was gonna say when he wears the Daredevil suit,
yeah,
he did really cool things.
Yeah, that's cool. But I mean, I do like this scene. It's probably recency bias kicking into me, but I do think this is one of the best Bullseye scenes that we have gotten.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, one of the best for sure. But yeah, I mean, again, Bro's a menace. We'll see how far they take in terms of what he does. Because there's a part they show a couple times throughout the show, throughout this episode, where he's being nice to an old lady, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope he doesn't hurt her. I hope he doesn't do anything. And it gets to a point in the show where him and Matt have a conversation, a fight in his apartment, and grabs the old lady. The old lady comes into the apartment, sees that they're fighting, and what Bullseye does, he grabs her, puts her like in a chokehold, gun to her head. So yeah, but bro said he's one of the good guys. But are you though? So
yeah,
but yeah, I mean.
And then he leaves his mark on the diner, letting everybody know that he was there and did this. He draws his logo with a bottle of ketchup. Yeah, Bullseye. What a menace!
Bullseye doing Bullseye things.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool.
And we can just talk about the stuff Matt was doing. He's hiding out with the other people that he helped escape from Fisk's prison, I guess you could call it.
Camp or whatever.
Yeah, he's hiding out with them, and then what happens first? Swordsman leaves them.
Yeah, he's trying to recruit swordsmen to the team to join him, but Swordsman I'm getting too old for this. I gotta retire. I'm gonna head out. But he said he gives him like his account number to buy whatever he needs. So like, bro just decided to flex on him like that.
And he left his camera there.
Yeah. So, but it was cool to see Swordsman last week get some action. I hope they bring him back.
Yeah.
I hope this is not the last we've seen of Swordsman. I liked him in Hawkeye. And I liked him here, and it was cool to see him get some action before, if this was the last time. But yeah, he tries to recruit him. Swordsman's like, I would like to, but I'm getting too old, blah blah blah. But does leave some resources to help out Matt and the team. And then that guy from the ship pulls up and wants to help. So we have that, and then
gives him information.
Yeah, gives him some valuable information.
Same with the guy who signed it off to sink the ship. They signed off under the name Kingpin.
In like Russian, right, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. Matthew Lillard's character makes another appearance in this episode.
Charles, I believe his name is.
Yeah. So far, he's probably, and I'm a little disappointed because I was excited to see him in this season.
This was our second time seeing him since
only the second time, yeah. So I am a little disappointed in his character so far. I was hoping to maybe see him more. Maybe he will come on more. I mean, we saw how many episodes? We said 5.
Yeah, we got 9 episodes, I believe.
So I mean, hopefully his character is more of importance. I mean, so far he's just kind of like someone from Washington. But we'll see where that goes. I like Matthew Lillard. So
he threatens Fisk.
Yeah, there was a cool scene where it seemed, and it was weird seeing Fisk and Buck in that situation where maybe they were a little vulnerable.
Yeah.
But not really because
What's the
Buck.
line that he tells them? I don't come to places like without an escape plan.
Yeah, something like that.
And then Fist says, "Neither do I." And then Buck just
Yeah, Buck. And
pulls out
at
a gun
first,
and
Buck seemed a little like vulnerable too, where he puts his hands up.
yeah.
But it seemed like he was just maybe tricking them into thinking that he was scared or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and absolutely kills the two guys with headshots. So that was cool to see.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Matthew Lillard's character is of any more importance throughout the season. Which, like I said, I hope it is because I was excited to see him. So we'll
Buck
see.
is probably the new character that has grown on me the most. Because when he first got
Yeah,
introduced, I was like very in denial, like, oh, you can't give Fisk another right hand man. Wesley was the
yeah,
original guy, but he's really grown on me.
yeah.
Seeing him do some cool stuff, like we saw him in this episode, kill those two guys.
He's very formidable.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is cool to see him with each episode become
More like Wesley.
I didn't want to say like Wesley, but more of a protector, more of a cool guy.
Yeah.
Not just some. But yeah, we also have Matt returning to church. That was cool to see because in the Netflix seasons 1 to 3, you had really cool moments of Matt, talking to the priest, about his religion, about God, and I really enjoyed those scenes. And season 1 of Born Again lacked that. So it was cool to see Matt back in church and talk to. He wasn't a priest, but he was like trying to become a priest or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool to see Matt, back in the church.
He goes in there asking the guy for information about Bullseye because we saw
Yeah,
Bullseye in that same church.
yeah, looking for
And
his
it's the same
mom.
church that he always grew up in too.
Yeah,
We get some cool flashbacks from the Netflix show actually,
yeah.
which I really like because that just makes it more connected.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, that was a cool little touch to it.
Yeah, I hope they do have more scenes of him. Not not just to make it mean something like it did in the Netflix show. Every time Matt will go talk to the priest or visit the church, it meant something, and it drew the story forward and helped Matt grow as a character.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope we do see more of that. So that was cool to see. And also in this episode we had
Let's move on to the big focal point, or do we want to talk about Bullseye and Daredevil's fight? We kind of touched upon it a little earlier.
yeah, where Bullseye gets to his apartment and something seems off, and Matt's there as Daredevil.
He's listening to a tape, a CD tape.
Yeah.
And then he hears, he senses something. He throws the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Matt dodges it, and then
they're going at it. Really cool fight. And like I said, that elderly neighbor comes in, who Dex was nice to in the first parts of the episode,
feeding her cat,
feeding her cat and everything. And it gets to the point where Dex just gets behind her, has a gun to her head, and pretty much threatens to kill her just to get away.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro's not really, bro's not a good guy, but he gets away, and then
and Matt and Karen find out that the fight is lower for Bullseye. That's why Matt is going after Bullseye this whole episode because he wants to prevent Dex from going to the fight and trying to cause something from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we can move on to the fight.
Yeah, to the boxing fight night.
Yeah,
it was in the same gym that was in the Netflix series, Fogwell's gym.
Yeah, the same gym Matt's father trained in.
So that was cool. And yeah, I mean, the whole fight sequence was cool to see. Not too much of a realistic boxing fight, but still very cool to see. And Fisk obviously wins.
Yeah. He sends Vanessa to go talk to the governor to try to keep Vanessa away from this fight because he knows that it could be dangerous for Vanessa.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Vanessa shows up. He gets distracted as he's about to just like absolutely demolish this guy. He gets distracted. The guy hits Fisk back. He makes him bleed. He embarrassed him in front of Vanessa.
Yeah. And throughout this is happening, Buck wanted to be there, but he sent him for an assignment, and it turns out Buck kills that guy from the ship.
Yeah.
So he's dead. The one that had information, the one that told him about, how Fisk uses the name Kingpin to sign, all this stuff. So Buck kills that guy while the fight's going on.
Yeah, but Fisk wins. And then Vanessa gets into the ring. He's holding up his championship belt.
Yeah.
And then you see
what champion? I was trying to read what kind of championship that was, like mayor championship or something.
Yeah. But yeah, then Dex shows up. These two task force guys get knives straight to their face.
Yeah.
The crowd starts going crazy. Dex is just there to kill more people.
Just killing fools left and right.
Yeah, just killing fools left and right, and he's there to kill Vanessa. Like that's what he's there for. He picks up one of the things.
He was telling Matt also. I'm sorry to cut you off, but he was telling Matt in the apartment that he wants to do one good deed.
Oh yeah.
To I guess redeem himself. So that's why he wants to kill Vanessa, because Vanessa had him kill Foggy. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's there to kill Vanessa.
He picks up one of those things that they're selling for the fight that says New York Born Again.
It was the one I can't remember his name, but Fisk is Fisk Daniel. There you go. Is it this is the thing he bought?
Yeah.
So people were saying that was his fault. They were like, it's his fault for buying that souvenir that Dex picked up.
But it was. I'm pretty sure there was a whole bunch there.
Yeah, but I mean, but they did show that he had it. So I don't know. I mean, it could mean something, maybe not. But
I doubt it means anything.
But yeah, but Dex throws it at her.
Fisk blocks it with the championship belt. And then Fisk picks up a gun.
Vanessa shoots.
Oh yeah, Vanessa does shoot.
Shoots Dex. Dex. I keep saying Dex. Shoots Poindexter like in the stomach or something, and
Fisk gets a gun from one of the task force guys. Tries to shoot him, and then in comes Matt. Saves Dex, which is crazy thing to say.
Well, he saved everybody.
Yeah, he does.
He saved Kingpin last season.
Yeah, but it's still crazy that saving the guy who killed his best
Foggy,
friend. Yeah. His best friend.
Yeah. So they go through the window, run away.
Fisk sends the guys to go after him, and then back in the ring, Vanessa calls for Wilson, and she has a piece of glass in her head. One of those glass shards that Fisk broke with the title belt, still went into her head. Bullseye does not miss.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think she's dead.
I don't know, man. I mean, she looked pretty dead. It just depends how deep that shard went into her. But yeah, they did make it seem like she is dead. So if she is dead, man, I hope my boy Poindexter makes it out of this season, because if not, I mean, even if she's not dead, she's badly hurt. Fisk is pissed off.
Yeah,
he's gonna be angry. Is he gonna start showing more of his true colors? Is he still gonna be able to hide, who he is in front of the city? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Which I think this fight kind of showed, like he can be,
because the people seemed shocked. Right?
People
did
seem shocked. Like
they were like, "Yo,
Yeah, I think this fight showed that Fisk can be ruthless and aggressive to the public,
in front of the public. Yeah.
So,
but yeah, man, it is Vanessa. Yeah, she's probably dead. I hope my boy, like I said, Poindexter makes it out. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, like I said, gloves are off. Just like how the title of this episode was. It's gonna be crazy from here on.
Yeah.
Because Fisk is gonna snap. Who knows what's gonna go on with Matt, and then Poindexter. Who knows how much more crazy he's gonna get? How much more stuff he's gonna do?
Yeah.
Maybe he just wants to kill Vanessa and then go away, try to run away. Who knows? We still have Jessica Jones to get reintroduced.
Yeah, she still has to come out. So we got a lot more coming this season, man. We got
5 more episodes.
Yeah, very, very happy, very excited. So yeah, what do you guys think of episode 4? What do you guys think of the whole season? Are you excited for the rest of the season? Are you not? Let us know. You got predictions? Does Dex make it out alive? Is Vanessa alive? Is she dead? Let us know what you guys think, and yeah.
Let's move on to the other big comic book show episode that we got this week. Invincible season 4 episode 5. Obviously coming off of that insane episode that we got this last week, where Conquest and Mark have their rematch, and
dude, still thinking about that scene, bro.
we all know what happened. We all know what happened in that scene. So we were wondering, how's Mark gonna recuperate from this episode? I thought this episode was gonna be like kind of a break episode, because Mark is gonna be pretty absent for most of it, trying to heal and recover, and it was kind of.
Yeah, it was. But I thought I didn't think we were gonna see Mark at all in this episode to the very end. But we did get a little bit more Mark. We got a lot of Mark. But overall, before we get into
just general thoughts of this episode.
I liked it, man. I mean, other than episode 3, was it, or 4 that we didn't like? This season has been really good. This episode was really good. Coming off of that crazy ending last week, this was a good episode. The war has begun.
Mhm.
They are fighting. You know, Viltrum is fighting. What do they call the
The
coalition? The
coalition.
coalition. Um, so yeah, overall, good episode. I am curious to see. Does Mark? Do you think they go back to Earth before? Because this episode ended with Viltrumites having to leave.
Hmm.
So the coalition has the upper hand. So I'm curious if they go back to Earth, Mark
Hmm.
and Oliver, if they go back to Earth before they continue this war, only because of what happened to Mark.
Hmm.
But I mean, but you know, that's just thinking. But overall, I love the episode. We got to see Oliver and Nolan
Yeah.
grow the relationship.
I was gonna say that was my favorite part of this
Yeah,
episode for sure.
yeah. He finally got to hang out with his dad and
Hmm.
get trained by his dad. So that was nice to see. It kind of humanized Omni Man again for us.
And
Uh,
Nolan tells him about his mother because
hmm
he overheard the conversation that him and Debbie had,
Yeah.
and where he heard that he said, "What's her name? The mom's name? Oliver's mom's name? I can't
I
remember."
don't remember.
But he calls her a mistake. What he
Yeah.
did with her. So Oliver's all like, "Do you think I'm a mistake then?"
hmm
So it makes him question things. But yeah, just throughout the whole episode, Nolan's trying to make things right with Oliver,
Yeah.
like how he's trying to make things right with everybody who he
Yeah.
did wrong.
hmm
And yeah, it leads to Oliver and Nolan, starting to gain a bond and a relationship.
A father son relationship.
Yeah, and Nolan does train Oliver. Thank God, because that boy
He needed the
he
training.
needs the training.
And it got to the point where when Mark was finally going to start recuperating, Nolan mentioned how it will only be a couple more days or a few more days until he's good and we're able to go.
Hmm.
And Oliver was happy that Mark was going to be okay,
Hmm.
but also sad that the time with his dad was going to come to the end
Yeah,
in this planet. So it just shows how much Oliver, grew his relationship with Nolan throughout. I think they said 2 months that they were there.
yeah. He finally was able to be with the guy who he idolized.
Yes.
Because like he told Oni Man, like, the O on my chest isn't for Oliver, it's for you.
Yeah.
You were my idol, and yeah, he finally got to see the guy that he idolized,
hmm
and yeah, he finally has a relationship with his father.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good episode. And basically, that was the opening where
Hmm.
I found it curious though how, and I guess it's Viltrum culture or whatever, but how Nolan made a almost a memorial for
For
Conquest.
Conquest, yeah.
Like this guy almost killed your son twice,
Hmm.
but
And Oliver tells him that he's like he almost killed Oliver. He almost killed Mark twice. And Nolan
Yeah.
says everyone deserves.
I thought Mark was gonna be more pissed off when he found out it was Conquest, but he wasn't.
Yeah,
He was just, I guess, too relieved that Nolan and
yeah.
Oliver
He
were
thought
okay.
it was Oliver and Nolan.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
he didn't even remember killing Conquest.
yeah,
He said I thought Conquest had killed y'all.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he didn't even remember that.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this episode takes place in that
In that planet that
in
they
that
live off.
planet. Like we said, Oliver and Nolan are training. Mark is recuperating, and healing. They're feeding him like alien juice and stuff for
Mhm.
protein. They're eating alien meat.
Yeah.
And gosh, I drew a blank. But while all that's going on, Alan and Tech Jacket are still in the Viltrum ship playing video games. And they finally get to a point where they could run to the coalition. They try to escape. The Viltrums are going after them.
Yeah.
But Tech Jacket can't keep up. And I found this, there was a really cool scene. Tech Jacket can't keep up. Alan goes back, gives her a boost. Alan is getting beat up by two Viltrumites again. And then Tech Jacket comes back. And Alan's like, "Oh, why you come back?" And he's like, she's like, "I didn't come alone or something." And then that green alien, I forgot his name, but
With the powerful gun.
with the powerful gun kills the Viltrum with just one shot.
Yeah.
With just one shot, so that was cool. So you finally see that gun in action against a Viltrumite. And then the other Viltrumite like, "Oh damn," and then he leaves. But yeah, that was cool. And it turns out there's a mole. They finally find out who the mole is because the defense system gets taken down.
Mhm.
And that's when Viltrums attack. I can't remember the name of the city where Alan's from.
Yeah, I can't remember. But the coalition, they attack.
Yeah, they attack the coalition city, and bro, we finally see what's his name, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Dude's OP, man. I mean, throughout this whole time, we were so used to seeing him. He has a sleeper build, bro. He beat up fools, man. Viltrumites like nothing, not like nothing, but like he beat him up, man. It was cool to see him get down like that.
It's like that Okoye meme when in Infinity War, like when she tells Wanda, why was she up there this whole time?
Yeah, exactly. Like bro was smacking fools, man. So we had a really cool battle in that city. Uh, Omni Man, Oliver, and so yeah, Thaddeus is smacking fools left and right. We finally get to see him in action. Dude is formidable. We have Battle Beast in there. I love Battle Beast. It was cool to see him again.
Well, Battle Beast wasn't in that fight.
He wasn't, huh?
No.
He was there in the beginning.
Yeah, he was there in the beginning.
We saw him in a montage
Yeah.
of different battles, but he was, yeah, you're right. He wasn't in that battle.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
But anyway, it was a cool battle. You had, Omni Man, Oliver, and Mark show up in a really cool way.
Yeah, and then you have Tech Jacket like give a similar moment to like Bruce Banner and
It
Infinity War. Like,
yeah,
you guys are so screwed now.
it was very familiar to Thor arriving in Wakanda.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, really cool battle sequence. They're going at it. Mark and Oliver just destroy a ship, Captain Marvel style Endgame, where they just go through it like this, like that, and destroy it. It was really crazy seeing the Viltrumites in that situation. As them being the ones getting beat up. So
yeah,
I mean, they're gonna come back with a vengeance, man. I'm sure they're pissed off. And so far, the only nitpick I think I would have, now that I'm really thinking about talking about it, is they haven't.
Thrag?
Yeah, they haven't made him seem like he's. At first, in the beginning, they were like, "Oh, I'm like, oh snap, Thrag, like this guy." But with each episode, it's kind of like, is he really that? And again, I don't read the comics. I'm just going as watching the show.
Like, he was there in the ship the whole time the battle was going on.
He did nothing.
And not one time did he think about going down there. He was too worried about that skull.
Yeah, like, he did nothing. Like when Mark and Oliver destroyed that ship, he was like freaking out. He saw the skull. He was like, "Oh no!" And got the skull. Like, let's go. Like, like that's my only nitpick is that like we're supposed to be afraid of this guy.
Yeah.
So that's my only nitpick. So I hope they make him do something like nothing like I hope they don't kill like Oliver or something, but make him do something to make him fear. Because like with Conquest, bro. Yeah. You're like, oh.
The second he arrived on Earth.
Yeah.
At the end of that Invincible War episode.
And then when you find out that he was alive, you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my only nitpick is they haven't built up Thrag to be like this threat because they haven't. Yeah. That's my only nitpick. But other than that, I love the episode. I love the show. The battle was cool. I'm excited for next week.
Let's talk about that post-credit scene.
To my point, they made it seem like Conquest was still alive, and we're like, bro, like no way, like come on,
like Mark can't go through this again,
like not again. But it's because they built Conquest to be that fearful, scary character where like every time he shows up, you're like, oh, like someone's gonna die, and they haven't done that for Thrag. But yeah, very very funny on their part to make us think that Conquest was coming back.
Because as soon as they show his grave, you're like, uh-oh. Yeah. And then the music is intensing up and it just goes back.
I almost thought we were going to see that fist come out, bro.
I thought it was going to be like Man of Steel style where like just dirt was going to raise.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I did see some people complain about how in episode 1, if you remember, just for like a specific scene where he destroys that whole planet of the green aliens, where he's just going boom, boom, boom. I've heard some people say how maybe they've kind of nerfed Omni-Man a little bit with each episode, and I see how the scene where they're all picking up the ship where they're kind of struggling, and like that is really compared to the strength we've seen of Omni-Man in the past. But
this is also different. It's a falling ship. It's not like he's just lifting it up like normally. Because it has like a lot of momentum coming down on it, and it's tough.
Yeah, and it is a Viltrum ship.
Yeah.
So we don't know what it's made of. I mean, so it could be different. But it's just nitpicks. But I mean, like I said, I'm loving this show. I'm excited to see what they got. Like I said, my only real nitpick for me is the Thrag character. They haven't built him up as that threat, that evil guy. So that's the only thing I hope they improve on. So yeah, I mean, episode 5.
Episode 5, we got.
How many more episodes we got?
5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more.
3 more.
3 more episodes. The show's flying by.
And I mean, maybe not everything doesn't get close this season, but Monster Girl and
Yeah,
Robot,
we haven't seen them since they got entrapped
they're
in
still
that
stuck in
planet.
that world. Eve is pregnant.
Yeah,
Um,
not once did we go to Earth at all. This
this
whole
episode,
episode.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm curious if they go back to Earth next episode before they continue the war.
Interesting
Just
stuff.
yeah, so yeah. I got any more else to add? Did we miss anything? I'm trying to think if we missed anything.
I mean, no. I mean, just a whole bunch of people got killed on that planet.
Yeah,
Um,
the mole that portrayed, not the portrayed, the mole who sold him out to the Viltrumites was basically scared for his life.
mhm.
You know, that's why he sold him out. But
He was like, "There's no way that the Viltrumites don't win." That's
mm,
why he did it,
yeah,
and he still thinks they're gonna win.
and it's also it's kind of funny how they kind of started showing, because I read it supposedly how a lot of people thought they gender swapped Tech Jacket so Oliver could have a girlfriend. And I saw people saying last week before this episode came out, like, oh, you know, Oliver's not gonna have an alien girlfriend; he's gonna have a human girlfriend. I don't know, man. They kind of made it seem how he might not be into human women. He was telling Nolan that he found a lobster beautiful,
Yeah,
but still ate it.
still hate it.
But I find that interesting. I just wonder where they're gonna go with that.
hmm
But yeah, very fun episode.
And then
We're eating good,
yeah, we're
man.
eating.
Daredevil, Invincible.
Do you want to give a quick rundown on the boys?
I'm watching Marshalls. We
Did you
keep
like the boys?
episode 1 and 2 were, again, I'm kind of checked out since last season. So, and this is coming from someone who loved season 1, loved season 2, loved season 3. Season 4 was too much. I just, I almost checked out last season, but I finished it. So walking into season 5,
Mhm.
I'm just kind of like burnt out almost. So watching episode 1 and 2, in my opinion, I know a lot of people are loving it, but to me, they're okay, just okay. There's certain things that they're still doing that kind of made me check out, almost made me check out. And if they continue to do, I don't know if I'll finish the season, unless it's like But episode 1 and 2, okay, it was cool to see Soldier Boy in there. He's my favorite, so it was cool to see him back. Um, Something crazy did happen in episode 1 at the end. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw what happened.
I mean, I'll say it. I mean, he killed A Train.
hmm
And A Train was also one of my favorites. I loved A Train since season 1.
I saw that he got like a Quicksilver team.
Yeah, it was cool to see that. That did make me mark out a little bit. I wish they would play music, but I feel like people would say it was too much like X-Men.
hmm
But we finally did get a Quicksilver scene with A Train, so that was cool to see. But killed him. So that was crazy to see. Um, but yeah, we'll see how episode 3 is. Again, I'm not making a priority to see the shows. It just so happened I had time. I was off of work. I didn't have much to do. I watched them. So I don't know if I'll be watching week by week with this show, but
hmm
I'll get to it when I get to it. And that's it if I don't check out before. But yeah, to me, episode 1 and 2, okay. That's what I have to say about that. You need to catch up with Marshall's.
Yeah.
I know not a lot of people are not liking it, and I can see why. It's not as good as Yellowstone. The production is different. The way they film is different. Everything's different. It's not the same writers. Taylor Sheridan is not involved. They're in CBS, not Paramount. But I told you that the last 2 episodes were an improvement, in my opinion, especially the most recent one. It finally made me feel with the with the episodes in this season. Every episode has been like, oh, there's action, there's this gets resolved, we're done. But this last episode made me feel something at the end. It was nice to feel watching a Yellowstone project again. So
hmm
I'm digging it. It's not the best. I wish it could be better, but it's not. But like I said, this last episode to me was the best episode. So yeah,
Just before we sign off, can we bounce back to the Marvel topic and just talk about the run that Marvel's in right now?
Brian. Oh well.
You don't think they're in a hot streak? It
Um,
feels for me. I feel like we're back, not like Phase 3 height level, but like we're like in a solid run of like movies and TV shows right now. With Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. I know a lot of people like Wonder Man. Zombies was pretty good, and then Daredevil Born Again's good. The Punisher special looks good. Spider Man Brand New Day after that.
Yeah, I mean,
and then we're getting Vision Quest, which I know a lot of people are starting to hype up now.
I can see what you're saying, but you can't really call it a run when half of the stuff you named hasn't come out yet.
True.
I mean, so I mean, Thunderbolts. I feel like I like Thunderbolts a lot more than a lot of people did. Fantastic Four was good.
I really like Fantastic Four.
I just I do not like the Pedro Pascal casting. You know, and but I don't want to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But so Fantastic Four was good overall. I haven't watched Wonder Man. Um, I'm loving Daredevil. I'm very excited for Spider Man, the Punisher stuff, and obviously, I mean, Avengers Doomsday.
Doomsday.
It's Avengers film, so. But yeah, I mean, I hope everything that we named and that is to come out is good. I want because I grew up on Marvel and I was big in the MCU. I'm not a big comic guy, but MCU I know a lot and I followed it a lot. And ever since 2020, I've kind of not been into it as much or followed it as close as I did when I was younger and when I was following it like that. But like you named some big projects I'm very excited for, and I hope they're good. Obviously, I want to love Avengers Doomsday. I am very excited for the cast. I hope the story is good. I hope the movie's good. So yeah, I mean they're in a run, but I wouldn't say they're on a hot streak. But yeah,
I would personally say they're on a hot streak because everything that they put out recently, like since last year, starting with Thunderbolts,
mm-hmm.
the the majority general audience has enjoyed,
Yeah.
and I feel like we haven't gotten that since pre Endgame.
But how was it box office though? I mean, because I think that counts a lot too. I think I don't think Thunderbolts was a box.
But also, I think the box office plays to the stuff we got before that.
Yeah.
Because the stuff we got before that,
So
it wasn't great.
hopefully, like you said, the past few things in this past year or so being good improves that.
Word of mouth gets out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Doomsday is going to be $1 billion film.
Yeah, I mean it's
Spider-Man's going to be $1 billion film.
It's an Avengers film. It's a Spider-Man film. Just having those names,
Yeah,
brings in the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just word of mouth from Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, I think, is also going to draw in another new audience to go see Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's what we got for this week in TV shows. We watched Mario. I think we talked about it in the other episode, but
yeah, we did.
We have the Michael movie coming up, so be on the lookout for that. But that's it, I think, for this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let us know what you guys think. Are you guys liking Daredevil and Invincible? Are you excited for the rest of the season? Are you not? Are you guys liking The Boys? Are you checked out like me, or are you still very excited for it? Let us know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.